YouTube, what's up with you, man? It's your boy Prince Azrael in the building. Now today, man, I did find a video that says the Demon Slayer video game is going to suck. This is by the name of YouTuber My Name is Death. Now look, guys, please don't send any hate this way. That's not what we do on this YouTube channel. We like to keep things positive. I think it's very brave for him to say something that he knows isn't going to be a popular opinion and put it out there on the internet. Because here's a little secret. Us YouTubers, we are normal people. We have feelings, you know what I'm saying? So negative comments can suck sometimes. But I watched his videos and I have a couple things that I want to point out, and I have a few grievances with. But it doesn't mean I'm right, doesn't mean he's wrong. It's just a different ideals and opinions. So let's go ahead, let's jump into this, shall we?
A bunch of hate for it, and I'll get backlash for it. But at the end of the day, that's what makes you, stand out, because you have the balls to call out the bullshit. And people don't like that because they want to stay in that bubble with the bullshit. Same thing with the Demon Slayer game. You got people saying it's a Storm game and they're trying to defend that fact. In my last video that I'm really proud that I made, this is all you got to say? This is all you got to say? Like to dislike ratio don't do shit.
Alright, man, so the first point I want to challenge is you did hear him say the only argument for why this game looks like it's going to be good is it is a Storm game. Now, I think Storm is pretty solid. I'm not going to sit here and tell you Storm was like this ultra tier game, because I don't think it is. I think Storm's pretty okay, but this game looks better than Storm. It looks like it plays better than Storm, and it looks like it runs better than Storm. So I think just based off of that, the potential of this game looks to be very high. I don't think that this is going to be a Dragon Ball Fighter Z type of game, you know what I'm saying, where it's competing for Game of the Year, because that's just not what it's meant to do. But I think it's going to be a fun, enjoyable game for Demon Slayer and just overall anime fans.
I am, bruh. It's gonna be another Storm, another Jump Force, another this, another that. And people are saying, don't compare it to Storm because it's in the same genre. But my nigga, it's not just Storm. This is just gonna be another all-around boring, spamming ass fighter.
Alright, so I do want to point out that he did say that it is going to be a boring, spammy fighter. I don't think the flashiness of the game will allow it to be too boring, but on the spammy side, I might have to agree with them. I'm not gonna lie. We've only seen the devs and the voice actors play it. When we get on our own hands, people are gonna exploit the game. It's up to the dev team and the publisher to make sure that things aren't too overpowered and unbalanced. It's not ran by Bandai Namco, who make pretty much every other anime fighting video game. So I do have some hope that they might actually patch this game up and have it feeling and playing pretty well all throughout its life cycle. Another thing I do want to challenge is he said it's going to be another Storm or another Jump Force. It plays as well, it plays like Storm, but it's going to be a lot better than Storm. The single player mode is looking to be a lot better. We haven't seen too much from it, but just from what I see. And again, it runs better, plays better, looks better. So in a way, it has to be at least slightly better than Storm. And I don't think Storm was that bad to begin with. But another Jump Force? Alright, I think the gap between Storm and Jump Force is absolutely enormous. Now, by my logic, Jump Force didn't play well, it didn't run well, and it didn't look well. It met none of the criterias. And I had a few gripes with the roster. I think this game is going to have a pretty solid looking roster when it's all said and done. So we'll still have to see on that.
You see, the thing is, this game is just gonna be another game where y'all are finna bitch and cry because this character is OP, this character is OP, and then you're gonna try your best to shit on it.
Alright, so I'm gonna agree with him on this point. I think he might be pretty right. The thing about these arena fighting anime games is they're not meant to be competitive, so it's going to be unbalanced. Characters are going to be better than others. There's going to be exploits. They're going to be spammy. The people who try and play this game and crackhead this game and play it 18 hours a day, every day, for the next 2 years, they're going to be unhappy with the game and they're going to complain because they're going to be trying to play in a way it's not meant to be played. That's my problem with these arena fighters. It's unsatisfying, you know? When you look at Storm versus something like Xenoverse, they came out around the same time. Xenoverse is still being supported from 2016 all the way to 2021 because it's set up to do so, right? They add a bunch of new stuff in. You can create your own character. You can do all these things. So it's meant to be played long term. But you don't have to go that model. If you just want to make a pure fighting game, you can make a game like Dragon Ball FighterZ that's going to be played for, you know, the next however long. Marvel vs. Capcom, that's been played before I was even alive still to this day, you know what I'm saying? So I think they should either stick to a 2D competitive fighting game or just a character creation story game with a little bit of multiplayer. I think that's perfect because these just pure arena fighters, no matter how well they are, they will get stale at some point, and that's just the truth. Like, just imagine a My Hero Academia game where you create your own character, you put yourself in the world, you create your own quirk or like a mix of two quirks or something. You get to be in 1A or you can pick 1B, you can pick the villain side, customize your clothes, interact with the characters. And it's like a story game, but maybe you can fight other people online too. Wouldn't that be super cool? But the reason behind this is they don't go with this because it would cost a lot of money. They would rather just make like these arena fighters just to make a quick buck because they know people will buy it. But with that being said, you know, there's some truth to what he said, I think.
The Demon Slayer game won't be anything special. All it is just gonna be another Storm, another Jump Force with Demon Slayer paint over it. Y'all are hyping y'allself up because of how the combat looks, the ultimates and shit like that. But it gets a pass because it's Demon Slayer. And, you know, people is saying, well, you know, there's gonna be other game modes. People is telling me, you know, there are gonna be other game modes. No shit, nigga. No shit. What the fuck? It's like, bro, no shit. My Hero One's Justice and Storm has, you know, other shit like that. And people are being hypocrites. You feel me? Oh, don't judge the Demon Slayer game because this isn't the same genre as Storm. But y'all been doing that to My Hero One's Justice, Jump Force, shit like that. And like I said in my last two videos that I'm so proud that I've made, it's a game where y'all finna shit on too.
Alright, so this is the last thing I want to touch on. This is a 24-minute video, so if y'all do want to go and watch the entire thing, I'm going to leave the link to the video. He's also at 1,000 subs, so if you do want to help him get to 1,000 subs, go ahead and send that man some love. And again, like, I'm not hating on him. I just thought it would be interesting to make a video and try and counter a couple of his arguments. And again, I'm not right. It don't make him right. It depends on how you see things. Like, and I'm agreeing halfway with them, but I'm also disagreeing halfway with them, you know? So it's all love here. He makes the claim that just because it's Demon Slayer, that it's going to get love. But what I would argue is around the time One's Justice 2 was out, My Hero Academia had a ridiculously large, you know, fan base. Like, it's still one of the biggest fans. It did lose some fans after the second season just because a lot of the whole, you know, shipping and shit, you know, a lot of people got mad because they wouldn't make their ship. So a lot of people fell off, but it's still a very large community. And I know a lot of people were calling the game just absolute dog shit because, I mean, in all fairness, it was. It doesn't mean you can't have fun with One's Justice 2 or any other fighting game like One Punch Man, or you can have fun with the game, but you gotta acknowledge when it is shit, because those games are shit. If you take away the anime name from it and that game has to have its own characters, it's not gonna survive. That game's gonna fucking flop. And I feel it's the same way, but a game like Demon Slayer, I think, and also with FighterZ, I don't think they would flop because they look very flashy and it's very enticing for people to play. But when you look at One's Justice 2, it looks like shit. Jump Force looks like shit. So this game looks flashy, it plays flashy, it's smooth, it's crisp, it looks super fun to play. And I think that's why it's getting so much love, you know? And at the end of the day, we all have to wait for this to come out, but it's going to far surpass Jump Force. It's going to be far better than One's Justice 2, better than the One Punch Man game. And you guys can hold me to that, just like I know a lot of people who saw his video are going to be holding him to this game being shit. So at the end of the day, guys, I think this game is going to end up being a nice, maybe 8 out of 10. I don't think this game is going to be a 9. I don't think this is going to be a FireZ Game of the Year competitive great fighting game, but this game will be a lot of fun, and it will be a lot of fun for the core fans. They'll probably hold on to this game for a long time. So I'm interested in hearing what you got to say. Let me know what you think in the comment sections. Also, press the subscribe button. I really want to get to 200 subscribers. I'm almost there. I'm also doing a giveaway at 1,000 subscribers. So if you do want to enter in that giveaway, you know what I'm saying? Pressing the subscribe button will always help, man. Without further ado, this has been your boy Prince Azriel, man, and I'm out. Peace.